Is this Tesla's best road trip car? I'm currently on a road trip through Croatia to find that out. In this video I will cover what the real world range actually is, the amount of storage room it has, what I don't like about it, and then of course how it's like to sleep inside. Also, I had this really cool idea that we can do together, so you finally commit to go on a car camping road trip like this as well. But more on that later. It's the 2026 Model Y long range. It's the cheaper version of the Model Y, and look at this. It's a big car. It definitely has a lot of room. It has a lot of storage room. Also the ground clearance is nice as well, so you can come to random places like where I am right now. Also, the range on this one is incredible. So according to Tesla, you can get up to 650 kilometers with one single charge. However, what's strange is that last time I charged it to 100%, it didn't actually show me those 657 kilometers that it apparently has. When it comes to the storage room, that's always the most important to me, because when you're on a road trip, you want to make sure that you can store away as much as possible. So a big difference that you can already see inside here, there is no middle console, so in the premium Model Y there's a compartment here, but I actually like that because it's so much easier to swap seats. And you might think it's funny, but I do that quite a lot, because often I park somewhere and then instead of having to go out this side and get in on the other side, I just swap seats. And then, for example, I can do some work on my laptop or look up a good camp spot for the night. And I just prefer to sit on this side because there's no steering wheel, and because I'm very tall, yeah, there's just more room here. Other than that, we have this compartment that's actually also quite big. It's also very full now. Then, yeah, the side pockets in the back, side compartments as well. There, we don't have the seat pockets. This is only the case in the premium model. We also don't have a rear screen. However, we have two USB-C ports. Then in the back, yeah, I should wash it. Then in the back, we have this compartment, of course, the side compartments. Yeah, this one is very deep, so I always love that. Even has room for my camping chair. Then also behind here, there's more room. I mean, it's very small, but often I just use that to put my clothes. And then we got this. That is my bed. That's the Dreamcase memory foam bed. Then of course, because it's an electric car, also want to show you how I open those handles, because some people are struggling quite a lot. But what many don't know is you only need to press that in. It will pop out and you can open it. So we're gonna open the Frunk. Because there's no engine in the front, we have more storage room. Well, now this is my blanket, but yeah, look at this. However, what I have to say though is that it's tiny. So in the base Model Y, they made this smaller, and it's so strange because Tesla could have made that the same size as in the other Model Ys. Because if you look down here, there's just empty room. They just decided to make it smaller, so it's a downgrade. But I was actually wondering, because it seems like there are only 4 screws that hold that thing down, and maybe there are some third-party cases that come out, or third-party Frunks that you can just replace with that, because it doesn't seem to be that complicated to do that. So that's definitely one of the downsides on this car for me. Well, now I would say we try to find a good camp spot for tonight. And also I need to make sure to get out of this random place, and let's see if I can still get up here. Because it's only a rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive, rear-wheel. That's such a complicated word for me to say. Rear-wheel drive. Yes, it worked! The autopilot is also another thing that I absolutely love. So I just need to put in the indicator and it will automatically change lane. And that just adds so much to the driving comfort. I mean, of course, I still need to be cautious, but I definitely need less focus while driving, which is a good thing if you're driving for several hours. Another thing I need to point out is that it's so quiet. I mean, listen to this. Then the window, yeah, when the windows are closed, it's very quiet. We did 425 kilometers on one single charge. This is a new personal record. I've never driven that far with an EV, but I'm still so confused about the 657 kilometers that it says on Tesla's website. It might be a typo. So I just scouted a little bit, and it seems like that this road right here could lead to an amazing camp spot right next to the water. Let's go there and check that out. Wow, look at this tree. Oh my God, yes, look at that. What a pretty place. Looks perfect. Let's stay the night here. Wow. Okay, let's set up the bed. And there's something very interesting here about this bed that I'm using. It's from a company called Dreamcase. And in 2019, I've done this project with a Model X in the Western Alps. And back then, I also used a Dreamcase. However, this one is a huge upgrade. It has many new features, including the wings on the side. It has memory foam, so it's a lot softer as well. Let me show you how it works. So this beautiful case here actually also has a function. It helps to level out the surface. Okay. This is the topper that goes on top of it, and now here we have the mattress. So this is memory foam. It already feels very soft, and it has 4 parts. And then underneath here we have the legs that go into the leg room, and then these are the wings. First we need to fold down the seats. In this cheaper version of the Model Y you actually need to do it here. So you need to pull that, and then they fold down. So in the premium Model Y, you actually have buttons here that you can press and they will fold down automatically, which is definitely useful. But yeah, here we have to do it by hand. Yep. And to move the passenger and driver seat forward, we cannot do it here, which is a little annoying. You always have to go to the screen and then click here with those buttons, and then they will move forward. And of course the same for the driver's seat. However, here's a little hack. You can just create a driver's profile. I call it bedtime. And I save this position all the way forward, and now it will just move there. Unfortunately, you cannot set up a driver's profile for the passenger seat. I really hope that it will come with a software update at some point, because that would be super useful. So they're both forward now, and we got plenty of room. Look at this, crazy. By the way, this is where I put my dirty clothes. Now I can show you how you can use the case. But first, let me remove the mattress out of the way. Yeah, just put it on the roof for now. Also, we don't need... Ow! Ow! That hurt. Yeah, I'm also going to put the legs out of the way and the topper. So it's not as bad as in the Model 3. But if you look, you can see that the seats don't fold down completely flat. So that's why we can use this case to level it out, which is quite cool. So on this part, those, let's just call them bars, legs, they are already here. And on this side, we have Velcro, and we just put them here, 1 and 2. And now we got legs here as well. Now we're gonna flip it around. Oh, actually a little tip, so that the Velcro here doesn't always stick on the surface there. I just put them like this here as well. And then we flip the case, and now we have this little platform here that levels out the entire bed. And also because those legs, they are soft, which means that this whole thing is bouncy and adds even more comfort. So look at this point. When we move down the camera, you can see it's very flat now. Now we put the mattress back in, and so this side is soft, and then this part, it has like a plate inside, because this will go up there. I will show you in a second what this does. But yeah, this goes up there, slide it up, and this part is on this side. And now, because we have this little platform here, it creates this little gap that we need to bridge. And that's the reason why there are plates underneath. So when it's like this, it adds more support here. You know, when you're as tall as I am, you want a mattress that is as long as possible. And the problem in most cars is that there is this leg room, which means that a long mattress will go over this leg room, but then you have the problem that it goes down here and you can fall down when you sleep. Definitely not as bad, but you don't want that. For that reason, we have those little legs. That's also something that Dreamcase changed, because those legs used to be attached to underneath this part here. Now there's a magnet in here and also underneath this part, and you simply put it like that, and that's it. The only thing I'm not sure about yet is how strong that actually is, because as you can see, it bends quite a bit, but maybe it just holds enough weight, and also it adds a little bounciness to it. Okay, let's move on to the biggest upgrade, which are the wings on the side. You know, this is pretty much how the old Dreamcase bed was like, but then if you close the door, you can see that there would be so much more room, and especially if you want to sleep in here with another person, it would definitely help to use this space here as well. And that's why, let's see if I can reach it. Yeah, that's why we got those wings now. They are also quite easy to attach. They have zippers here, so one on the top and the other one down here, and that's it. And now check that out. It gives you so much more room here on this side as well. And the last thing we got to do now is to throw the phone on the ground. No, we're gonna make it look fancy now. We put the topper on top of it. Then I also brought my big pillow and my blanket from home. And like this, we have a super cozy setup. Let me go inside. Let's close the trunk. Yes. And also let's close this door. Yeah, wow. I always get so excited to sleep when I'm inside the car. Look at how much room there is. So sleeping in the Model Y is just perfect. Like, there's so much more room than in the Model 3, for example, because in the Model 3 you have this platform here. I don't really know why it's there. It's just very stupid. But here in the Model Y, you have so much room, even for a second person. Yeah, amazing. Another downside though on the Model Y Standard, or they don't call it Standard anymore, it's just a Model Y rear wheel drive or something. But yeah, another downside is that it doesn't have this glass roof. And it's definitely nice, especially if there's still light outside, to just lay here and look out the window. But here it's just closed. And then the wings, super nice. I mean, look at this. I'm all the way to the side pretty much, and I could sleep here, that's fine. And another positive thing is that my hips are here, and this is also where the case is. So here's the case, and if you remember, it was a little bouncy, and you can definitely feel that. Though it would actually make more sense to sleep with the head down here, because then you have more of this bouncy case underneath you. But it's kind of odd, because I mean, it's much wider here than in the back, and also you have the control room over here for setting the camp mode, which I will also explain to you later. I mean, by now you probably know that I pretty much recommend this to anyone, to go on a car camping trip and just experience this sense of freedom yourself. I also know that because you're still watching that video, you're probably interested in doing something similar. But maybe you're like, I don't really know how to do it. I'm kind of scared to do it by myself and all of this. So that's why I got a good idea for you. So I'm running this 30-day accountability challenge, and I had this amazing idea for you guys who also want to sleep in your car or just to go on a road trip like this, that you have 30 days to do that. And during those 30 days, I will make sure to personally talk to each one of you to answer all your questions and doubts that you might have, to make sure that after those 30 days, you also go on an adventure like this. For more info, you can simply scan the QR code somewhere on the screen or click the link down below. Well, and now, before the sun sets, I will go and enjoy this view a little bit. I'll see you later in the car. Okay, bedtime. First time sleeping on the Dreamcase memory foam bed. Super excited to see how it feels like, especially with those wings on the side. So it's 10:49, we got 11 degrees outside, and the battery charge is exactly 500 kilometers and 89%. Also, we turn on the camp mode that disables the car alarm, so we don't have to worry that in the middle of the night the alarm goes off. And we put it on 20 degrees as always, not on automatic. Turn off AC, and then I like to put it on just level 1. And like this, I found it's the most efficient way to car camp, especially when the temperature outside is more than 10 degrees. Like, it will be warm anyways, and it doesn't drain too much battery. By the way, this right here, that's another Dreamcase product that hasn't launched yet. Super excited to show you what it is, but you have to wait for that video a little bit, so don't forget to subscribe. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning! First of all, let me show you this. This is just so nice to wake up right next to the ocean or to the sea. It's the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, how did I sleep? I slept quite well actually. I could definitely feel how the bed is very flat. And also the wings, they make a big difference, because most of the time I was laying in this corner, you can still see. I was laying like here, and yeah, diagonally had a lot of room, which was definitely very nice. Now let me show you how much charge took throughout the night. So camp mode is still on, so it's 6:58 a.m. and it's 4 degrees. It's actually quite cold. Wow, okay, I didn't expect that. Then for the kilometers, or for the percentage first, 82%, so that's 7% of charge that it took, and 460 kilometers exactly, so 40 kilometers. I think it was never that easy to calculate that. Yeah, 40 kilometers throughout the night, which is a little bit more than I expected, but still, it's 4 degrees outside, so it's quite cold. And also, I mean, 40 kilometers of charge, that's roughly 3, maybe 4 euros that you have to pay at the supercharger. How I said earlier, find a hotel with this view for 4 euros. Not bad. Come on, look at this. Waking up in a place like that. Amazing. Well, if you're someone that is into car camping and going on a lot of road trips, then this car is perfect. I mean, I'm a little bit confused with the range, because when I charge it to 100%, it doesn't say what Tesla says. Maybe you know something about that. But then when it comes to storage room, I mean, even if the Frunk is a little bit tiny in this model, there's plenty of room in this car, which is absolutely amazing. Then also the ground clearance is quite a lot, which I like. And also if you're looking for a budget-friendly car, yeah, I mean, it's one of the cheapest Teslas out there. And because I always tell everyone to go car camping and experience this, I'm super happy that Tesla finally started releasing more affordable cars. Then also YouTube thinks you like one of those 2 videos. So yeah, feel free to watch anything else, or just close YouTube entirely and go car camping. Do it. I mean, look at this. Wow. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.